Hello, beer tubers, and welcome to another beer review. And Peter, the master of hobbits outside, kind of in the shade, here on the island of Bornholm. I'm on vacation with the family, and I brought some beers to this vacation home to review out on one of the decks around the house. And then hopefully I'll also be doing at least one video on the island. I want to visit Penilyn Brewing, hopefully do a video there, and hang out with Jess and Christian. But we'll see if how things work out. I'm actually here for a wedding, and we decided to combine it with a vacation as well. So sitting out here, lovely area. It's a forest very close to Nexø. And if you don't know what Bornholm is, it's an island off the coast of Denmark. It's if you have Sealand here with Copenhagen, it's even further towards up like the Baltic Sea, very close to Sweden and close to Skåne, which is a region of Sweden that actually used to be Danish. So very nice place. This is a very place that very popular for Danes to go on summer holiday. It's called the Sunshine Island, and it's one of the islands in Denmark with the most hours of sunshine per year. And right now the weather is lovely. It's like around the 20 degrees or so, which is perfectly fine sunshine, a little bit of wind. The rest of Denmark is really cool and rainy. But I think we're going to get some worse weather here. But we're on an island, so I thought this was fitting. So I brought this beer. This is from Resident Culture, and this is Island Time. And it's got a desert island here. Now, this is definitely not a desert island. This is a island based off like rocks and cliff and granite and all kinds of stuff. It's actually the only place in Denmark with real cliffs. Well, we have some on I think it's Sealand, but it's a unique place because it's very different from classic Danish scenery at least around the coast. They have a lot of smokehouses that smoke fish and whatnot as well, which they're quite known for. It's a really lovely place. Only been here a few days, but it's very nice. So yeah, let's crack into this one. It's a Mexican style lager on 4.5% brewed with lime. And I think this was actually also originally a collab with Casita Brewing, but it doesn't mention them anymore. So I'm guessing it might have become a rotational kind of seasonal beer or something like that. But let's check it out. So poured a lovely color with one of the biggest, most beautiful heads I've ever seen on like a Mexican lager. It was frothy, it was rocky, it was white, it was holding its own. And it's clear. It is clear as day. Only thing on the glass is chill haze. It's an off yellow color. It's like yellow, but it has a touch of darkness to it. And then, yeah, just beautiful white head. Let's check out the aroma on Island Time by Resident Culture. North Carolina based, right? I think so. There's a sticker right on the brewery address. But yeah, let's check out the aroma. Ooh, I smell the lime right away. There is like that pithy zestiness of lime pith and lime zest, the freshness and vibrancy. And then there's like some doughy breadiness underneath. I poured way too much beer in the glass for the thumbnail, so it's a bit hard to smell. Even brought my own glassware because in these vacation homes, you're never sure about what you're going to find. And I wanted some proper glassware, so I brought two different glasses. A Willibecker and a Snifter. But yeah, it smells nice and perfumey, limey. I mean, does it smell like Corona? It's definitely got some more richness and depth, almost like a toastiness to it. But it's mostly the lime that dominates. But let's try it. Cheers! And also, massive thanks to Beer Dome, which is where I picked this up. They had a big release of American beer. Recently, this was the prior one. The American beer release has been crazy on there. But this was part of one not too long ago, where they got a lot of Resident Culture beers and also some barrel-aged stuff from them, which I think has been part of what came over for Mikkeler's Beer Festival. But thanks to Beer Dome for the beer. Let's try it. Cheers. Oh, that is exactly what you need right now. Beers like this totally have their place. We've been out hiking today. We went to a old granite quarry where we did a lot of hiking. I did a little bit of just casual kind of climbing around on the rocks and try to climb shit. And we went on a hike to something called Jon's Chapel, which is like an alcove in a cliff where you have to hike down some stairs, and there's a nice little route. We've been walking around some city nearby called Ellinge, and a lot of up and down cliffs and jumping around near the ocean to look at tide pools and all this stuff. Then you kind of want a beer when you get back home. And this just fits that bill of like ultra crushable refreshment. Like this is never going to be the most complex beer in the world, but this just works right now. It's really nice. The lime really dominates. It's pithy lime, but also lime juice. Making you think of your Coronas and whatnot. But then there is like a robustness to it, a light like honey cereal type thing, maybe even like a honey corny like type flavor. A little bit of that honey nut Cheerio vibe, but it's very light, and then like it's doughy and bready, which I'm guessing is like the malt backbone on this one. And I actually failed to look up any info on this because I'm also cooking for the family. I'm grilling a ham, smoked ham that I'm doing on the barbecue. And yeah, this also just fits that bill of hanging out in one. So yeah, but I didn't get to do much research on this, which I maybe should have. But it's lovely. It's very nice lager. It fits the bill for a Mexican lager. The lime might be a little bit like stereotypical, but like if you order a Corona, so many people put lime in it. But there's a lot of lime on this, and I would have liked to see how this was with less lime. Also, like super light bitterness. The bitterness feels like pithiness of lime, not much hop bitterness, really. It's quite restrained. Just really, really refreshing beer. Awesome to drink in the sun here. I think if you love like lagers that are lighter and then with the lime notes, I think this is really something for you. It's not totally blowing my socks off because I think the lime dominates maybe a little too much. But otherwise, really, really good stuff. Really nice. One of the better Mexican lagers I've had in a while. If it's not a style I drink too often, but it's nice. It's nice. Yeah, there's a little bit of a floral note there. In terms of a grade, maybe 88, 89. It doesn't really break 90 completely, just because I feel like the lime overshadows the soft complexities a little bit, but it's also just really nice to just kick back. If you can get Island Time by Resident Culture, definitely check it out. Very refreshing stuff, and it's delicious. I got a couple other lagers from them. I got a Altbier, a Pils, I think, and a Schwarzbier. But they're at home. But this is nice. So yeah, if you had it, let me know. As always, remember to comment, subscribe, check out the Facebook fan page and Twitter and Instagram. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, ring the bell for future notifications about videos. And I'm gonna say cheers and thanks a ton to Beer Dome for the beer, and see you guys in another beer review here on the island of Bornholm. Cheers.